Hello, beautiful sisters. I'm reporting love today from the mountains of Austria, where we've been on a beautiful adventure and road trip throughout Europe, and it's been so nourishing and really energizing my adventurous spirit. So from this place, I wanted to share with you a video today about the 8 top purposes of any relationship, specifically a partnership or a romantic relationship with a lover, a boyfriend, fiance, a husband, or a lifetime partner, whatever is really your reality right now. If you're somebody who is looking for a relationship, watch this video until the end, because I'm going to tell you at the end what to do with these. And if you're somebody who's in the relationship, also watch it till the end so that you can really learn what to do with these 8 purposes of any relationship. And if you're new to my channel, make sure to subscribe so you can get these videos week after week after week. Alright, so without further ado, let me dive right into the first purpose of a relationship. And the reason I make this the first is not because it's the most important, but because it's the most important for me. Alright? So I want you to play around with these and not take them as fact or solid, but to play around with which one feels closest to your heart, your soul, and to start to create your own structure or blueprint for your own relationships. So number 1 is to journey through life together, to go through this adventure, to go on trips and travel the world, and then traveling the world, also traveling life itself and all that it brings. And this is a very important one for me, because some people, they really just want to stay in one place or go deeper in one thing. And for me, diversity and discovery and exploring is so core that even from before I met Ihab, I was very clear that my deepest desire for a relationship was to have someone to travel the world with. And here I am today. So I'm really speaking from a place of experience and just sharing the insights I've earned over the past 5 or so years being in a committed and beautiful relationship and all the things that come up. Number 2 purpose of a relationship is to be a companion, to have companionship, to open and close cycles together, whether they be seasons or days. For me, one of the deepest needs is to start the end with my partner. Start the end, interesting. Start the day with my partner and end the day with my partner. So this companionship, this belonging to one another, this allowing someone to be there always to reflect with, to share with, to hear from, to reflect. This sense of companionship is really important for a lot of us. And yes, it is medicine to loneliness. And many today feel so lonely that this medicine of companionship can be very, very healing and very beautiful to receive from being in a partnership. And especially for women, this is a very important one. Alright, purpose number 3 is to grow together, to learn. Now, change is one of the deepest constants of life, which is a bit a paradox because we say there are no constants, but change is a constant. You will change, he will change, life will change, context will change, cities will change, schools will change, your career will change, your body will change. Things will keep on changing. So it's so important to recognize that growth, transformation, and evolution are very important aspects of a relationship. This is a more masculine quality, and people, usually the man, so I would say have in this relationship, values this quality more in terms of really highlighting and resonating with the importance of transformation and growth. So we're always growing together, we're always learning together. Even when we travel, we take courses online together. We're always reading and sharing and listening to audiobooks and doing our own work in our work and process. And so we're not playing victim or projecting, but really allowing the process of evolution and growth and healing to happen as we ourselves grow. I am different than I was 5 years ago when I met Ihab, and Ihab is also very different than he was 5 years ago when he met me. And so when people change, it's not a bad thing. It's just, how do you adapt? How do you flow elegantly together rather than go in different directions? And here's the thing, some people change and they end up going in different directions, and that's totally fine. If that's your case and you feel your truth, honoring your truth means going in a different direction, then I invite you to really be honest with yourself. However, for a lot of couples, the evolution can be part of our growing closer together, because as we change, we become more of who we are. And if you're a conscious couple, really committed to your evolution and your growth and your authentic expression, then the change is only gonna lead you closer together. And that's what it's done in our I was just gonna say companionship. It's a companionship, it's a partnership, it's a soulful romance, it's so many things. It's not just one thing. And so allowing this space for growth is really, really important, and not to feel threatened or afraid from it, as maybe the older generations did. So, number 4. This is a fun one. This is one that allows us to play and to dream, which is to envision and dream about life together. This is not about goal setting. This is not about doing or action. This is about dreaming together, and creating utopia together, and creating heaven on earth together, and allowing yourself to really dream as expansively as you can and be a home for one another's dreams. And in the beginning of my relationship, this used to scare me because, let me put it ala balata, which is, Ihab's dreams are big. And at first I was like, logistically, but what I learned to do is to separate dreaming from doing. We're allowed to dream. We're allowed to share our dreams. We're allowed to be envisioning. And even for your relationship, envisioning what are the qualities and the values and the vision you have for your relationship. And so allowing this space of dreaming and envisioning is so important. Me and Ihab have a book called The Soul Vision, which we keep returning to. We have a deep vision for every category in our life. And even before getting married, we went up to the mountains in Salt in Jordan and just spent, I think, 1 or 2 days just really aligning our values and desires for the marriage together. And so this dreaming, this envisioning, it can be a personal one, it could be one about the relationship, it can be one just about life and communities and what is the new earth you want to participate in. So definitely make sure that there's space in your relationship for dreaming and envisioning, so that you don't get too stuck in the day-to-day routine, logistical things that sometimes can get boring, and they can just suck the life and the energy and the passion out of you. So keep it passionate, keep dreaming, keep envisioning, take days out, go somewhere out in nature together. When we were first dating, we would go out to a place called the Scandinavian Forest in Jordan, and we would just work on our soul vision and dream. And there was this quality of magic that comes with this space. So make sure to dream with your partner. Make sure to really emphasize and prioritize this space for dreaming, and not make relationship all about day-to-day logistics and ground it too much in this earthly realm. Allow it to fly. Right, number 5, purpose of a relationship is to allow yourself to feel supported and to support unconditionally another being. This is a big one, because this means really showing up for another person in the deepest ways you can imagine. This means seeing, hearing, feeling, celebrating, and really honoring the existence of another being, and really honoring the desires and the needs of another being. This means really acknowledging when somebody has a different perspective or desire or need, and taking the time to support fully even when it's not comfortable for you. And here's the thing, because this is one of the important roles of a relationship, that means you too will feel supported. And so to support and be supported are very important aspects of any relationship. If you're not feeling supported, hey, maybe something's missing. If you are not supporting and only waiting for someone to support you, then hey, maybe something's missing. So really consider where in your relationship, whether you're in a relationship or not, you are either already supporting or would like to support another being fully. I've never received as much support as I receive from Ihab in any relationship, friendship or otherwise, or family or anything. And this has been so nourishing to my being, my soul, my brand, my vision, my expression. And having someone who supports you 1,000,000% is just the most beautiful gift you can receive. So maybe start by being that gift and offering that gift to someone else and see what happens there. All right, number 6, are getting juicy, is to experience, embody, and learn about the polarity of existence. So we live in a world of duality. Right now, here on earth, there is sky and there is earth. There is light and there is dark. There is feminine and there is masculine. And therefore, one of the beautiful gifts of any relationship is to discover and learn about the difference between masculine and feminine. Here's the thing, we are completely, okay, not like a bit, completely different species. All right, our spine, what motivates us, what drives us in life, what nourishes us, is completely different. And so this purpose of relationship is for you to learn about a different species. Ooh, the masculine. What is he about? What does he need? What is his gift, his superpower? And the moment we start to recognize where we are different, a lot of acceptance happens, and where we learn to also meet each other's needs and to speak each other's languages and to really honor this superpower of the masculine as the masculine honors the superpower of the feminine, and not try to make a man a hairy version of a woman. A man is a man and a woman is a woman. And here's the thing, it doesn't necessarily have to be man and woman. Any relationship will have masculine and feminine, which means in some relationships, the man is playing a more feminine role and the woman is playing a more masculine. There was a dad in my middle school from Spain, and he was the stay-at-home dad and the mom was working, so she was playing more the masculine. So it's not about right and wrong, it's about polarity. There has to be that polarity in a relationship, which is like filling roles, filling a balance, creating balance in the universe, yin and yang. Somebody has to be out there providing, protecting, penetrating reality, and someone has to be there to just make the quality of life a million times better, more beautiful, more deep, more juicy, more pleasurable. And so rather than judge or separate us, allow these differences to bring us together, because when we learn more about another, we stop judging, and when we judge less, we can receive more of the gifts. And the man is a very beautiful gift for the feminine to receive. Take a deep breath in, because this is a big one that I've really been tuning into this year, learning about the nature of man and this polarity of our being. Feels good to share that. Right, number 7, we are reaching the end, but number 7 is an important one, because in any relationship, we must always remember that a relationship is a choice. It is a choice. No, you do not have to get married. No, you do not have to date someone. No, you do not have to get engaged. No, you will not be less of a person if you don't make that choice. And it's very, very, very important for us to realize partnership is a choice. It's about two people partnering, creating a ship from this partnership. And this is a choice. It's not an easy choice. There's a lot of alchemy and chemistry and alignment and inner work that needs to happen for these differences to align. And yet, the rewards are humongous. The rewards are wholeness, complementarity, home, belonging. There's so many incredible gifts, but that's not to say that relationships are easy. They're very difficult sometimes and very easy and beautiful in others, but it's really important not to be fooled by maybe seeing so many happy couples on social media and imagining, oh, it's so easy for them. No, it's not. Relationship is work. And one author I really love, I think her name is Alison Armstrong. I'm reading a lot of her books. I've mentioned her before. Check out her work. She says, relationship is a victory of the human spirit. And that's so true. It takes so much getting beyond your ego to be able to heal and alchemize and harmonize a relationship. So if you're in a happy, healthy, integrated relationship, know that this is a victory of the human spirit. Which brings me to the last point, which is the purpose of a relationship is to teach us oneness. Oneness. Because oneness doesn't mean just being one with something that's like you. Oneness is about another human, another soul, another full life journey, another being, becoming a part of who you are. The choices you make are different. The priorities become shared, not just what you want in life, but what this other being wants. And so this oneness of creation, this oneness of showing up to life as one is such a beautiful, deep, empowering act. It is also a challenge. It's not easy because our egos want life the way we want it, the way we want to clean our house, the way we want our stuff ordered, the way we want to put the toothbrush on one side of the sink, the way we want all the dishes washed before blah, blah, blah. And yet, the moment oneness becomes a practice in relationship, the moment we start to experience it as an experiment or an invitation to experience and create oneness in this container, then the ego can take a step back and something more beautiful can come through. An unraveling happens for the oneness of creation, the yin and yang, the baby that is born between masculine and feminine, that is so pure, and that brings joy and new life to this planet. Much needed, much needed, much needed. That's 15 minutes. I hope this was an incredibly useful video to you. If it was, let me know below which of those 8 was the most significant for you. And as I promised, if you're not in a relationship, the way I would invite you to relate to these 8 purposes of a relationship is to find what are the top 3 that stick out for you. So of those 8, which ones felt the most important to your soul? And be clear when you are attracting and calling in a partner, if that is your choice, because remember it is a choice, why you want a partner. Is it to travel together? Or is it to envision together? Is it for a companion? Why do you want a partner? And the moment you become more clear, the men who will show up in your life, the partners who will show up in your life, will resonate with that clarity, because manifestation loves clarity. So if you're clear, you can take a step closer to manifesting that lover that you desire. And if you're already in a relationship, maybe find what are the top 3 purposes, roles, or values in your relationship. What are the ones of those 8 that really resonate with you? So I invite you to share those below so we can all interact and learn about one another and see how there are places we are different, there are places we're the same, but after all, we are all one. I send you all my love from the beautiful mountains of Austria. And if you'd like more videos on relationships like this, definitely leave me a comment below as well. Like the video, and I'll see you again next week. And if you haven't yet subscribed to my channel, make sure to subscribe below so that you can keep receiving these educational videos week after week. And check out my website, madiha.com, for more information on my offerings. And I'll see you again next week.